As a nurse, I've seen a lot of people with sleep deprivation. It affects their job, their home life. At Room to Room, we want to take the guesswork out of buying a mattress, and that's why we brought in this technology. It shows you what you need. We want to do the assessment and find exactly what's perfect for you.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Hope you have your coffee this morning on your Monday morning. You might need it because, you know, it is Monday and you're good to go out the door. Let's talk about what you need to know as you're headed out this morning. Here's a few things. One, spotty storms to start fall. Yes, today is the first day of fall. If you didn't know it, yesterday and this past weekend was our last weekend and last days of the summer season. So fall officially starts today. I'll get into that in just a few seconds. Stronger storms are ahead by the middle portion of your work week. So we're going to be dealing with some rain and on and off today and tomorrow, but a few more stronger storms and widespread rain is in the forecast for us. And then reasonably cool weather ahead. We're going from those 90s that we've been dealing with this past week to finally seeing some more average conditions ahead. And I know we're all going to be thankful for it. Let's talk about that first day of fall before we do move forward. I can still see my coffee in the shot, so I'm going to move it over just a little bit further for you. Okay, so today we have the autumnal equinox that happens at 1:19 p.m. this afternoon. Now, each of these equinox and then the winter and summer solstice, this marks the beginning, the official start of our seasons. And as I said, today is the autumnal equinox on the 22nd of September. That's today at exactly 1:19 p.m. What does it mean? Well, the Earth's axis is tilted either toward or away from the sun. So we'll actually see equal amounts of daylight and darkness at all latitudes across the earth. So one cool thing that happens today to start off fall, and yes, you could say today is the official start of fall, even though it won't necessarily be feeling like it. Let's talk about what's going on outside right now. Mississippi Live Weather radar this morning, dry conditions across the board. However, I want to zoom in and show you we're not very far from some rainfall and some heavy downpours really across eastern and central Arkansas. You can see there some heavier downpours very close to us from Cherry Valley all the way down to Duval's Bluff, Clarendon along I-40. So if you are traveling up to Memphis, maybe over to Little Rock this morning, you're going to be dealing with some rain. If you're sticking here in North Mississippi, good to go because we're seeing overall dry conditions. Take a look over in Fulton. All of our cameras showing 25 at 22 across the board. Traffic moving very slowly on all of those MDOT traffic cams. Temperatures in the upper 70s. So again, even though it's the first day of fall, it's not necessarily feeling like it just yet. This is over in Caledonia. A nice sunrise this morning. Lots of clouds out across the area as well. Temperatures there, a little bit more cloud cover, already in the 70s this morning. Let's talk about your first 12 hours. Temperatures going to be in the upper 60s for most of us over the next hour. Now, if you're already in the 70s, yeah, you're going to be sticking in the 70s. 80s by 10, upper 80s by 1. Yes, we are back to seeing the 90s today. Cooler temps are on the way, but not over the next few days. So still 90s this afternoon, about a 20 to 30% chance of some passing downpours into your afternoon as well. We're going to be seeing a pretty active pattern setting up between today all the way through your Thursday. So I encourage you, keep the rain gear handy. Look at this. We're already seeing some showers and storms, again, very close to us in places like central to northern Arkansas, stretching up into places like Illinois, Ohio, dealing with those this morning. We're going to continue to see a few of those pour in, but that's the system we're really watching all the way off to our west. You can see this low pressure with that extended cold front. That's what's going to be bringing us some widespread rainfall. But more than still dealing with showers and storms across the board. This is at 5 p.m. Rain, the heaviest of rain, is going to be very close to the area. So if you go on your Mississippi Live weather app and you're looking at the rain and you kind of zoom out, you'll notice rain all around us and some here too, but the heaviest kind of stays out of our area over the next few days. But it doesn't mean we could still see a few drop in as we had Monday, also into Tuesday, expected to see some scattered showers and storms out there as well. But as I told you, this is the system we're watching. This is Tuesday at 7 p.m. Still off to our west, finally starts to make some movement to the east as we head throughout your day on Wednesday. So I think by 8 a.m., I'm going to be tracking some heavy showers and storms very close to the Mississippi River. And this is going to continue to track in as we head throughout your day, bringing widespread rainfall and also maybe a few heavier pockets of showers and storms in the mix as well. So we're keeping our eyes on Wednesday out there for you. Coming up next, we're going to be taking it hour by hour. What can you expect over your next few days, taking it closer to North Mississippi, and again, tracking it out a little bit slower out there for you. We're also going to be talking about your 7-day forecast. When can those cooler temperatures arrive? I'll have the answer coming up right after this.
Your family deserves the most beautiful smile possible. At Tupelo Smiles, we use precision dentistry and advanced technology to make visiting the dentist an amazing experience. Relationship-based comprehensive care. Come discover the difference at Tupelo Smiles.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McCauley.
Hey, good morning out there. Happy Monday to you. I am Mississippi Live weather meteorologist Maggie McCauley. I was looking in the chat. I'm always thankful for questions. If you have any questions, this can be interactive, and I would love to answer anything you have. And River did ask in the chat, I'm going to read it out for you. She knows we're under a level 1 risk for severe weather Tuesday and Wednesday. Do we have any short range models that go through Wednesday just yet? I'm going to be taking you through your short range models, those high resolution models, all the way through Tuesday. We don't necessarily have Wednesday just yet, but I'm going to show it as well. But before that, I did want to talk about that severe weather risk that you mentioned. This is the day 1 severe weather risk, and we're not in that just yet. You can see kind of that green trying to extend closer in that level 1, but more around places of central Tennessee and then extended northward. And then the majority of severe weather we're going to be looking at in the United States today is actually going to be over in the plains from Omaha down to portions of Kansas and Oklahoma. Let's take it to day 2. So tomorrow, yes, that does extend closer to home, right? We're in that level 1. Not everybody, but a good portion of North Mississippi in that level 1 for tomorrow. That level 2 slight risk actually is off to our north and our west from portions of central Arkansas, stretching again into places like Texas and Oklahoma. Now let's go into day 3. The good news is they could still extend to level 2 on day 3 yet, but they haven't yet. So everyone on day 3 just under that level 1. Again, they could go ahead and fill in a level 2 within the central portions of this, which would be us, but not just yet. But we're keeping our eye on it. As I said, on Wednesday, we could see a few stronger storms in the mix, and I'll take you through the short range model that we have in just a minute. So let's start off with what's going on right now first. Again, grab your cup of coffee and let's get into the forecast, shall we? Here's Mississippi Live radar. As I showed you over in the past few minutes, we're dry right now. Few showers off into portions of eastern Arkansas, but good to go as you're out the door this morning. This live look over in Aberdeen, pretty nice conditions out there. Mix of sun and clouds, lots of clouds in the area this morning, making for a nice sunrise. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Same story over in Pontotoc, seeing the exact same view, just different place. Temperatures in the upper 60s there as well. Let's talk about your airport delays, because I am tracking a ground stop that just happened. Now not looking like an issue, but over the past hour, Dallas-Fort Worth did see a ground stop I'm going to look it up, but probably due to some heavy downpours that just came through there, making them having to delay some flights or at least hold off on some flights over that next hour. But looking good to go now. Now my airport map is not tracking any major delays over there as of 6:35. So if you know anybody coming in and out of Dallas-Fort Worth, they might have a few minutes or even hours, depending on how long that ground stop was on their flight delay. The rest rest of us region-wide, though, good to go from Memphis over into Little Rock this morning. Let's talk about your school bus forecast for your Monday, sticking in North Mississippi, taking the kids off to school. Temperatures today and this morning going to be near 70 degrees. By the time you're picking the kids up, we're near 90. So yes, it's another warm day ahead across the area, looking to top off near 90 degrees, 90 in Bruce, 90 in Eupora, 90 down in Kosciuszko, 93 in Amory, 93 in Columbus as well. Let's talk about that latest hour-by-hour forecast. So here's that high-resolution model that we're going to take today all the way through later on the day on Tuesday. Now through noon, I still think the heaviest pockets and showers and storms are going to be sitting west of the Mississippi. Maybe a few of those trying to track into places like Tunica County, DeSoto County, places a little bit closer to the Mississippi River, but a lot of us dry all the way through noon. Not the same story. Watch this. We had 3, 4 o'clock. That then begins to extend into our area, pushing into North Mississippi. A few heavier pockets in the mix as it does. As we had 3, 4 o'clock, that will continue all the way to your dinner time hours. Now, we have about a 20 to 30% chance because as you can see here, this looks a lot like the past week, doesn't it? A few showers and storms across the area, but not everybody getting in on rainfall. That's the same story today. However, I just want you to be aware. I want you to have your rain gear handy in case you get under one of these heavier pockets. Now let's shift overnight into your Tuesday. For Tuesday, looking a little bit more dry, at least this morning on models. Still seeing some heavy rain very close to our area in places like Tennessee, over in eastern Arkansas in the morning. But watch this, as we head throughout the day, I think the heaviest pockets actually sit off to our north throughout your day on Tuesday. Well, that does mean if you're in places like DeSoto County, all the way into places like Alcorn County near Iuka as well, you could be seeing some heavy downpours trying to creep into your area. But for a lot of us on Tuesday, we're dry through noon. Maybe a few heavy pockets trying to creep in into the afternoon, but I'm looking at less coverage overall on Tuesday than today. We're going to keep our eyes on it, see if models continue to progress this way. But now let's take it into Wednesday. Wednesday's the main day we're watching out of the next few days because that's when this cold front finally decides to make it into our area, and that's going to be starting early. This is Wednesday at 8 a.m. seeing a few showers and storms that could be on the heavier side of things off to our west across the Mississippi. But throughout the day, this is going to continue to extend and make its way through the area, bringing us showers and storms throughout a majority of your Wednesday. So what you need to know, if you got Wednesday activities, I would make some indoor plans, and I would have the Mississippi Live Weather app so you know what's going on radar, interactive radar as well throughout the day ahead, because a few of these could be on the stronger side of things. We're keeping our eye on it. We'll continue to update you and bring you the latest models as we have it. But again, that low pressure system all the way off to the north, that extended cold front going to be pushing through on the day on Wednesday. The good news with this widespread rain is it's going to be bringing needed rainfall into the area. It's also going to be bringing some cooler conditions as well. Let's talk about your rain chances before we move on into that. About a 30% chance today and tomorrow. We take it up to a 60. Wouldn't be surprised if we continue to take that upward on your Wednesday. I think a lot of us, most of us, going to be getting that rain on Wednesday. 40 on Thursday. A few of those could try to hold on into your morning hours, and then we really drop it off by the weekend. So the good news is rain through the work week. The weekend's looking pretty dry. Let's talk about how much rain you could be seeing. I think the further north you are, the more rain you're going to be seeing out of the system, because over the next few days, I showed you that heaviest pockets that keep coming through are really going to be extended up to the north. So if you're closer to Tunica, Senatobia, South Haven, all the way up to places like Corinth, could see up to 2 inches over your next 5 days throughout your work week. But the further south that you go, a little bit less. Here's the good news that I'm looking at on this forecasted rainfall graphic that you're seeing. Everybody sees close to an inch. I'm hoping out on that because that is going to be some good news for our drought monitor. This is the latest drought monitor I've been showing you that came out just to show you that we need the rainfall. I'm going to continue to show you this, but also to show you that severe drought is actually extended up in those places. You can see South Haven down to Panola County and up in Alcorn County. That's where we're going to be seeing the majority of rain over the next few days, and those are the areas that need it as well. So that's some good news out there for you, even though we're dealing with rain chances. Here's like your 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the 90s today and tomorrow. After that cold front comes in on your Wednesday, we drop it down to the 80s Finally, I know y'all are glad for that. The 80s finally come back in the forecast as we head into the rest of your work week, and 80s even stick around for your weekend ahead. As I said, weekend does look to turn drier, so that's some good news as well, even though we are going to be dealing with the rain in the meantime. Here's what you need to know as we go into our next live broadcast. It's going to be at 7 a.m. this morning. We're going to be talking tropics, so update tropical forecast for you, and things are getting busy out there. So I'll have a look over the Atlantic at 7, and then also we have our next broadcast after that at 7:30. Make sure to tune in.
At Room to Room, did you know our specialty is custom ordered upholstery? Get the furniture you want and the fabric and color selection you want. With our free design service, we won't let you make a mistake.